Taylor Watch.
Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Thursday. Happy. What's going on? How's everybody?
Happy.
Happy.
Yeah, we're so happy.
Happy Thurs. What's going on, Jay? We're hanging out today. Mm-hmm.
Not much going on in my world, honestly.
No, not
Pretty
much either.
Chill. Just played Dress to Impress for 8 hours last night.
Of course.
Till my eyes were physically hurting.
Yeah.
You know when you
You know what I think about video games and being online and being on my computer and whatever. I did so much of that when I was when the computer literally became a thing, when it was invented.
Back in my day.
But for real, I would sit on the computer from the moment I got out of school until 1 a.m. every day from 7th grade until college.
Yeah,
and it was just non-stop. I did nothing but go on I would sometimes go outside occasionally, but mostly I was on the computer playing games, writing in my Zanga, writing MySpace when it came around.
Oh yeah, MySpace, Club Penguin,
kinds of shit. Club Penguin, all kinds of shit. Games out the ass. I was doing shit all the time. Now I can't do it for a long time, and I was trying to hold myself accountable and make my beautiful island in Animal Crossing, and I haven't touched it since the day that I opened it. And I didn't tell my brother that because I know he's going to be really upset with me, and he thinks I'm working on my island, but I'm not.
Wow, you haven't played it at all?
No, because I just I feel like it requires too much brain power now. I want to zone out and watch a show.
Yeah, I get that.
But I have to get over it because I feel like I'm missing out on all these fun things.
I also think the first couple days on Animal Crossing are super boring because you have to wait to get stuff,
right?
Your house and
whatever. All I was doing was collecting peaches and sticks. We've discussed. It's just how many fucking peaches and sticks can I get?
I skip ahead. I change my Switch time.
Oh, my brother told me not to do. My brother told me not to do that for some reason about the. Oh no, he told me a different thing. He said don't set your. He was don't set your time zone in Southern Hemisphere because the seasons are reversed.
Different. Yeah.
And he was I did it because I thought I would get different tropical fish or something, and he was it didn't do anything. It just made me winter. Yeah.
Damn.
So he told me not to do that.
Yeah, no, I just will I'll jump ahead to Tokyo time, so it's
got it. Maybe
the next morning. Yeah, because I get bored. I'm well, I already shopped till I dropped today.
That's what I'm
saying.
I gotta
wait till see.
It's a little too.
Yeah.
I think the consistency thing is what it is. But I'm happy that you're having fun with Dress to Impress.
Thanks. It's my new little niche thing that I'm going to be hyper focused on for probably 2 weeks and then never play again.
Of course.
But
don't let it make you bankrupt. Those games, I said it before, the Kardashian game got me
so
for a while.
Bad. I did. Yeah, I think I spent $20 in total. You got to spend the money though because all these girls are slaying, eating with these outfits, and I'm in a fucking tank top and jeans. I'm I gotta get the cool outfits. I gotta get the cool dresses, the accessories. Mm-hmm. So I had to cough it up.
Yeah. And I would do the same.
Yeah.
And that's really the issue there. So
yeah, it's brutal. I thought it was a fully free game, but it is fully free, but you need to pay money in order to
But if you want to keep up with the Joneses, you gotta
exactly.
Yeah, of course. And
exactly.
We all know that. That's exciting.
Anything with you?
I'm trying to think what I did last night. I canceled my solid core class and moved it to today. So we're doing it today because we had a little boozy ice cream yesterday, and I ate it so fast.
Oh, that you were scared.
That I was scared that I was gonna make myself sick.
Yeah, I get that.
On the machine, and so I had to move it. But I'm excited. I'm going kind of late today. It's an 8 o'clock.
Ooh,
but I like
that. Yeah, I like
I'm a night
that.
owl, so I think I'm gonna enjoy that. And
except if it would be coming home from work and relaxing and then having to get back
ideally it would be 7.
Yeah,
I would 7, but it was waitlist, so I chose 8:10. But I was saying before on TikTok, I was talking with my tea, and I said that this is a rare occurrence. Occasionally we have where we recorded the podcast yesterday morning for yesterday's release.
Yeah.
And then now it's Wednesday for us here. It was to be recorded on Thursday. So recording 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
And it's we talked all day long, and now we're talking all day long again.
I know.
It's how much
Security guard Dan was do you guys record every day? And I was it feels like it.
It feels like every
day. But no, only twice a week.
I love the idea of people thinking we're recording every day. Yeah, let's go. I'm
okay, clearly Security guard Dan thinks we're working hard.
Yes, he does.
Hell yeah.
Security guard Dan, get your Twitter out. Start tweeting about how hard we're working.
Yeah, start like snapping some pics.
Yeah, snapping pics of us like
Take a
running
video.
down the hallway.
Like, there they go again. Like recording.
When we carry all the cameras in the end of the day.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
We love that.
But yeah, we are back to back now, so
yeah,
not much has changed in the past 24 hours, except
not with us anyway.
Yeah, not with us.
But of course, the news cycle continues.
The news cycle continues.
Always. I would say first things first. Anyone that believed, anyone on this earth that believed for a single second that the random, like, printed out Word document that detailed the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift breakup,
like PR crisis,
you need help.
Yeah,
you need help. Like
but clearly, open the schools. Like
open the
schools.
People
because
are being
clearly
fooled.
you guys don't have media literacy.
No, it's embarrassing.
Or just maybe even literacy in general. No. Classified document is going to have all of the information about the document on the first page.
On the first page, and also just left haphazardly on a desk.
Yeah.
So
and taken on a Snapchat.
Right. So explain the origin, because I saw that, but I didn't realize like that's what it was.
Yes. So the original picture literally stemmed from somebody's Snapchat, and the Snapchat it's a picture of the piece of paper, and the caption says, "This was on Emily's desk, LOL."
Okay.
And then I guess it started to spread online, and now like it hit the news cycle, and people are reporting on it. I guess Daily Mail was the first. Of course,
because
always.
They'll jump at anything.
Any fake story, yeah.
You know what I didn't go check out? I didn't go look and see if Dumois had words, but I guarantee they were like, "This is facts, true for sure." Pia, we heard from a very credible source. This is true.
Yeah,
and it's like literally the fucking wind.
But
the document in question, we were kind of making jokes over it, but so. There is a document floating around, photos of a quote unquote document floating around that is supposedly a full multi-page outline detailing the PR relationship between Travis and Taylor and their impending breakup on September 28th.
And like how they're going to handle it.
And how it's going to be handled, and like which interviews Travis is going to take, what he's going to talk about.
Magazines are going to talk to.
To be honest, it is a good, I read through it. It's a pretty decent PR plan in case something were to go wrong, like, whatever. Obviously, the fact that they're using Travis and Taylor as the example is what tells me that this is clearly like for a class or
that's
for
what I was going to say. It seems like it's for some PR marketing class.
100%. So anyway, but it was found on Snapchat.
Yeah.
That lends it more reason to believe that.
From like then TMZ had like a funny statement, but I guess Full Scope is the like name of the publication, a PR company that Travis uses. Yeah. So that's why everyone's like, "Oh wait, what?" But you can take Full Scope's logo like off of Google.
I mean,
like,
you can screen grab it on your fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then also the Snapchat caption says, "This was on Emily's desk, LOL," and Full Scope came out and said, like, we don't hire anyone named, like, we haven't hired anyone named Emily.
We don't have anyone named Emily.
Yeah, they're like, we don't have anyone named Emily.
Right. So cue in all the, see, I personally,
spokesman from Full Scope categorically denies the alleged plan.
So dumb.
Entirely false and fabricated, was not created, issued, or authorized by this agency.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So my problems are this. One is we saw this floating around, and then obviously, didn't mention it because it's obviously fucking fake and stupid and like not real. Then, of course, fucking, all the mouth breathers in this office decide to turn it into like their own personal content.
Yeah.
Dante's writing a blog about it. Kevin's doing a 1 minute. Man.
I know.
Everybody's spreading it far and wide.
No, I know. One of my
open the conversation. I'm like, you guys are all so fucking stupid.
One of my home friends sent in our Instagram group Kevin's 1 minute man.
My friend
was like,
Andrea
wait,
did the
what?
same thing.
And I was like, it's fake.
My friend Andrea was like, this is fake, right? I'm like,
wait,
yes.
I think he deleted it.
Oh, did he?
I think so.
No way. Not as of like a few minutes ago. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, it's still there.
It's on his personal.
Huh, that's weird because my friend sent it to me, but now in the DM it says it's unavailable.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it should be deleted because it's total bullshit, and it's just spreading around like the most blatant lie of all time.
It's crazy.
And the Daily Mail should be ashamed of yourself. Like, these news outlets, they stoop so low for this engagement, for these conversations. And here we are. We're talking about it all day long. And we're only talking about it because these morons are talking about it all day long. I'm getting asked all day. We're getting pulled on the rundown.
We got asked about it. like one question.
Oh, did we
Someone
get
was
a
like, did
question
you
about it?
see that Travis, like, whatever. But yeah, like, it's annoying that
Yeah.
people just can't put two and two together and just
Right.
use their brains and be like, hey, like, this doesn't seem legit. And it's not legit.
And it's
like,
not legitimate. And I think that, I think that we need to remember, Swifties, that the trusted source is Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah.
That is a trusted source. And I feel like they're the only real true blue trusted
maybe like
source.
People.
People is a good one.
Yeah,
People they're okay too.
Yeah.
And
I always go by TMZ, People, sometimes E! News, and Entertainment Tonight.
I will for certain. I'm saying Taylor specifically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taylor specific. Sorry, Taylor, Travis specific news. Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah.
And People is usually they.
Yeah.
They have integrity as well.
Mine is I meant more
is regularly.
Broad. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I look always at E Online. I look at TMZ, but TMZ
TMZ
has fallen off for me.
is a little scummy in ways, but I do find that they are most of the time accurate, if not.
They stay in their lane.
Yeah.
And they don't report garbage, is what I appreciate. They sometimes report, like, maybe, I don't want to say insensitive is not the right word, but they produce garbage. But in a different way.
They've done some scumbag things. Like, I'm pretty
sure
sure they, like, reported on the Kobe Bryant's death, like, before like,
his
Vanessa
family
even knew.
Yeah, like, they do scummy shit for clicks for sure, but they don't print completely fabricated lies. So we respect them for that.
Yeah.
But so this is floating around. Pay it no mind. Again, it looks like a school project, and congrats to whoever made this school project. I'm sure you got an A. Like, it's a good outline, and I think that using that as an example in a class, I understand where you're coming from with that, because that's a good exercise to like do something like that. The thing is, like, you can't be like sharing it around or having people take screenshots and it getting out of control like this. Like, you just gotta, which I'm sure whoever made this didn't think that was gonna happen. Like, who thinks like they see that and they think it's real? You know what I mean? Like, that's totally. But that, Gia, is why, like you said, we need to open the fucking schools. Like, the media literacy is. It's nation's
disturbing.
Media literacy is at an alarmingly low percentage at this point. And it's like, everyone, again, I think we need to get offline for like a week, maybe read a couple books, maybe understand reality again, and then come back.
I'm sure you're the same
everyone's freaking out
friend as I am, but I'm very much like the pop culture confirmer for my friend group. So, like, they'll send something and I'll be like, that's not true. Yeah. It's a gift. They'll be like, how do you know? It's like, well, because it's being reported to by, like, Page 6. Like, it's just like,
the sources, trust me, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no, literally.
I honestly, it is a gift and a curse. I like being the one that my friends ask me, because I like to be all knowing, but I hate when they try to like, or no, I hate when they question what I'm saying, because I'm like, hey, bitch, I'm the one that's on all the time. Like, I know what's real and what's fake, and it's embarrassing that you don't know what's real and what's fake. I got in a you'll die. I can't believe I didn't bring this up already. I'm not gonna say which friend, because one of my very good friends. And we talked about it after, but it was still a little weird. We got in a fight. Like it wasn't like a fight.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
We were drinking. There was wine involved. It was a whatever. Talking about Blake Lively. Okay. And I was like, no. I was like, there's a PR train like up her ass, making her look bad. And I was like, and this is XYZ and this is XYZ. And then he was like, I heard she's a bitch. Like, just like troll shit. And being like, no, by the way, you're wrong. And I was like, oh, really? But I almost like killed my friend. I was like,
hilarious.
Watch your fucking mouth right now. Like, I was so mad, because all day long, all we do is deal with people like that.
I think it is.
It's you've never met him.
Okay.
You've
okay,
never.
okay.
Oh no, yes you have.
Oh,
yes you have.
Okay.
And yes it is.
Yeah, okay.
I guarantee yes it is.
Hilarious. Okay. Yeah. That's so funny.
Obviously.
Because the way that you said, I heard she's a bitch.
No, I
like,
swear to God, I almost
his
killed him.
voice,
I swear to God, I almost killed him on my friend's roof.
That's
like,
so funny. Oh my God.
And the next day, text me, he's like, I can't believe we were fighting about Blake Lively. I was like, no, for real.
No,
but then I was kind of serious. Like, I wasn't really drinking, and he was just like, everybody was talking about whatever.
Yeah.
And usually when we have these conversations, it's fine. But I think that I just was like so tired. I'm so tired of fighting with having that kind of response.
Yeah.
Like, just fighting
like
with
the
people who just don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I promise you, I know what I'm talking about, and you sound like a troll.
Yeah.
And I can't handle the trolls.
That's so funny. Oh my God, I knew it.
Oh my fucking God.
That's so funny. I know.
So,
no,
yes.
that's like this. Like,
But
luckily, my friends like aren't super like in the pop culture world, so mostly I'm just like confirming or denying. You know,
Oh
like,
yeah, of course.
is this true? Is this not true? And I'm
Most
like,
of
yes,
mine.
no. Yeah, like I'm like the PR agent for my friends.
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah. The filter.
Yeah, exactly.
Which everyone needs. Everyone needs that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that I would say we could already put that to rest. Dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Next up we have it's all I think Kelsey news today. We have
Kelsey watched today.
Kelsey watched today. Taylor herself, we've heard nothing from Taylor. I hope that she's like hiding in a house somewhere. Oh no, what are you seeing?
Greer just tweeted at Gaz, Barron Trump just called me and asked to be an NYU viceroy. It's hilarious.
Oh, I wish. Give him a job.
Yeah,
poor
right.
Barron. I feel bad for that poor kid.
It's interesting he's going to NYU.
Yeah, I think maybe he just
maybe
wants
he'll
to go.
slay. Yeah,
I hope he does. I feel bad for him because I feel like he's just I've never heard him speak. I've never heard him. He's just like a kid.
He's just a kid.
He's a child.
Yeah,
let him live.
Yeah, I always feel bad for the kids of the presidents, just in general. Like Malia Obama couldn't smoke a cigarette without having fucking Daily Mail up her ass. Like, God forbid a girl smokes a cig.
Have a ciggy.
Have a little cig.
Her dad is smoking cigs all over the place. That infamous photo.
Literally.
It's a big deal.
God forbid.
It's so dumb. It's the Bush girls growing up, like when George W. was. Oh my God, Gia. When he was in office, they were like drunk whores out partying at the club, and it was them.
Maybe that's why Barron is so low key.
100%. No, that's definitely why.
Yeah.
Like after the Bush girls, all of the like kids of the presidents or whatever have been extremely low key. Like
except for Hunter Biden.
Except for Hunter Biden. Well, but he didn't. He was going out. He was like with the Bush girls. He was He was in the back room. Cutting up lines or whatever. Sorry to Hunter, but I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, no, they were. Oh God, they were dragged through the mud. I remember it even like I was young. I was super young like at that time. But even I remember it every day. TMZ every day. Like Bush twins. They always said the Bush twins, but I don't think that they're twins. I think they're just sisters.
Yeah,
but they always called them Jenna and Laura.
Laura, yeah. Mm-hmm. That reminds me of what's that iconic movie where My Date with
My Date with the President's Daughter.
Not that one. That's another one. But the one where he like is faking her being he's her Secret Service, but like he fakes like being her friend or like her boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah, with Ashton Kutcher. No, that's My Date with the President's Daughter.
It's not Ashton Kutcher. It's the brother from Boy Meets World is in My Date with the President's Daughter.
Exactly. You're right.
I forget his name. Eric. Yeah.
Eric. I can't think of his real name. Matthew.
It's Katie Holmes. I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
Katie.
I'm thinking about Matt. What's his face?
President Daughter movie. Maybe it's not Katie Holmes. That First Daughter. Have you seen First Daughter?
I feel like I maybe have. And yes, I have.
Michael Keaton is the president.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good. That reminds because she like goes out and parties and she wears like a pink wig and like starts like partying and stuff to get the paparazzi attention.
Incredible.
It always reminds me of that.
Maybe we'll all watch that movie later.
It's
First
really
Daughter.
good.
So we can pour one out for the Bush girls getting dragged through the media.
Damn,
back in 2002.
I had no idea about that.
Oh yeah, it was awful. Poor Jenna Bush Hager. She had the hardest time. They were so mean to her. They were so mean to her.
Well, a good thing she's slaying now.
She's slaying now. Yeah, we love her.
Damn. I'm gonna have to read up on the lore of that.
Honestly, the tabloid like the pics and stuff are hilarious. Like it's looking back, you're like, wow, that's crazy. But thinking about it as someone's life, you feel terrible.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how most when you look back on the pop culture coverage from like the early 2000s, it was so ruthless and it was so invasive.
Like no wonder fucking Britney Spears shaved her head and smashed a car.
I can't believe she was the only one. I can't believe she was the only one.
Honestly, yeah.
No bullshit. Things were vile, and it was all in print. Like no computer, so it was like something happened and then it would be printed in every grocery store, CVS, anywhere you see, like newspapers, magazines. Crazy. Like you couldn't go anywhere without seeing it. It was just, and then Perez Hilton came around online and tough, these poor girls. And it was always girls, of course. But
shall we jump into some Kelsey Watch stuff?
Why did we talk about all that?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Because of Greer's tweet about Barron Trump.
Right.
But yeah, so Kelsey Watch, Taylor, hope that you're getting rest and just hanging out.
We hope you're slaying.
She's going to be at the VMAs, isn't she? September 11th, never forget.
I hope so.
I assume, right?
Did you?
Yeah. You can't say September 11th without saying never forget.
That's honestly so true.
You know what's crazy is that the VMAs are here. They're at Barclays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should we go?
Yeah, we should. We should go.
Just
but on
stand
9/11, it's so disrespectful.
I mean, that's what people were saying. Like,
I
because
know.
people were like, is she going to really announce
I'm kind of half
TV
joking.
on 9/11?
No, she's not going to make any announcements
No,
on 9/11. Like,
I don't
that's
think
just
so.
Not happening. It's
I just
not
feel
happening.
like it's not the right time.
No, not
or
in
place.
New York City.
Yeah.
Let me announce Reputation.
Yeah, right.
And fucking,
That's
no,
so
like,
true.
There's just no way. There's no way that's happening. So, no, I'm not looking for any announcements, not looking for any whatever.
Yeah.
But I am wondering.
I'm excited to see your outfit.
Very excited to see your outfit. I am wondering what awards she'll win, because she'll win a couple for sure, but you know, which ones they're going to give to her and which ones are they going to like give to all the other people. Like if I'm her, I'm kind of calling MTV and being like, hey, listen, thanks for all the noms. Maybe only give me like one award, because everyone's going to be on my dick if I win.
Everyone's
going to
be on my dick about it. Yeah.
I think I would, that's how I would feel.
Oh wait, these are full list of nominees. Oh, that's annoying. No,
It's
I just
so
wanted
annoying.
what she's nominated for. She's nominated for Artist of the Year and Best Pop.
Yep.
Fortnite secured 9 nominations, including Video of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Collaboration, Best Direction, Best Cinematography, Best Editing, Best Visual Effects, Best Direction. Did I already said that? Yes.
Yeah.
And now Best Trending Video.
Oh God.
I feel like that could win like Best Cinematography.
It could, because
Yeah.
it's really well
Maybe
shot.
Best
I think
Collaboration.
Please, Please, Please is nominated too, though.
Ooh,
like I think
that's a good one, too.
The categories are pretty stacked, I will say. But whatever she wins, she wins. Whatever she doesn't, she doesn't. Just remember to vote.
Yep.
And that's another thing too. It's like, how can you go against the Swifties? It's like how they used to say, like, how could you go against BTS? And so I'm fine with Taylor sweeping the board.
Yeah, me too.
For that.
Oh, I'm
for that reason.
totally
Sorry
fine.
for yawning. But yeah, so we'll just we'll
yeah,
have
I
to
mean,
see.
like these other. The We Can't Be Friends music video was pretty
It's a
good.
great music video.
Yeah.
Really good.
But like
one.
all these other ones, like Lunch, Paint the Town Red, Snooze,
Lunch,
Houdini.
you know, like She Wishes, Lunch.
Yeah.
Same with Paint the Town Red. I mean,
I don't even remember
great
like
song, but I don't really. Yeah, the video didn't like knock me away.
Yeah, I can't even remember
Houdini,
like what it
no,
looks
no.
like.
Love Dua, but no.
No, Houdini is Eminem.
Love him. Oh,
You're a fake fan.
Wow, I guess I am.
You're
Well,
a fake
honestly,
fan.
what a lapse of judgment in me, because Houdini came out like 3 years ago, didn't it?
I think Houdini came out like last year. I think last year,
think
2 years
so.
ago. But it's on her most recent
I
album.
think so. Oh, it is.
The
Okay,
album that just came out. So you're not 100%
I'm not totally
wrong.
off. I'm not totally off. Well, then in that case, the Eminem Houdini video, if it's the one I'm thinking of where he fights himself as Marshall
I think
Mathers,
that's what it
it's
is.
a pretty good video.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a pretty good video. I don't know if it'll. I mean, well, MTV loves Eminem, and they, you know, I'm surprised they're not giving him some kind of like Vanguard award. You know, like maybe they would, or maybe they already did. Who knows? Who knows? Regardless, hopefully Taylor just gets to rest and hide away and be herself, lazy in the house until then. And in the meantime, we will fill our lives with the happenings of the Kelsey family.
Yeah, we had.
Should we start with Travis or Jason?
Travis.
Okay.
Or maybe we should just start with Jason,
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Because Jason's
Because
cutie.
Jason's Jason, and you know, I
We love him.
watched this interview, or just like a very brief. I think I sent it to you on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl was interviewing Jason, and he just seems so nice and
Yeah.
so engaged, and just like this. Oops, sorry, I liked it. This girl. Did I send you that?
Oh, no. Maybe you did,
I'll
but I
send
didn't
it to
see
you.
it. Maybe you did,
but
but
it's
I
so
didn't see
cute.
it.
She's like, she asked him a question like, you know, you guys are kind of known for like always crying online, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what did your mom and dad do for you as a kid to like help you like realize that like showing your emotions are okay,
Ooh,
whatever?
Great question.
Great question.
And one that we've asked many a time.
Yeah, and Jason just seems so engaging. He's giving like very well thought out, very kind answers. Like, just, you know, he just seems like a very considerate, caring guy.
Yeah.
And I just, God bless him. He's
fantastic.
He's going to the Eagles training facility.
Mm-hmm.
He's not taking a cent from them, not taking a
Nope.
penny. He's just going for the love of the game. He's just going because
He's just
he
seeing
misses
his boys.
He misses his boys.
He's just seeing the fans.
He wants
seeing
to
the
help.
Crew.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so cute.
Jason he's doing a great job right now. I assume that he is doing the bulk of this like press tour because Travis is playing and training or whatever. Because obviously they did just get this massive deal. And they got to do some press for it. So Jason's been kind of all over the place, has appeared on a handful of shows, and in doing that has told a handful of great stories and great tidbits like that one.
Yeah.
And but a couple of my favorites. One, he said he was asked. Wait. I just lost it.
Is it the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart?
No. The cat thing. Did you see the cat thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One, he's always asked about the family and the girls and, and all that stuff. And, but one of our favorites that we just saw is that he allegedly has been telling his kids that cats are poisonous.
Yeah.
So that's why he's not.
Yeah. He said on the pod today that he's been telling his kids, he goes, it's important for parents to lie to their kids every once in a while.
It's hilarious. It's so funny. But wait. Actually, I remember the real thing I was going to say. That I just made up on the fly, to be honest, because I forgot. But
well, that did happen.
Yeah. So he was asked about prioritizing family, the brand, life, Travis's priorities, whatever. And Jason said that their number one priority above all with the show is that they are brothers first and family is first. And that's all that matters.
That's beautiful.
And then from there, the hierarchy is a certain way. Like obviously family, love life, like those things are, important in their own way, and they're above everything in their own way when it comes to like what's on the show. But other than that, it's like they're very focused on the show, and they have this working relationship that they have their own priorities with. Yeah. And so whenever they're talking business or whatever, that's when they have to remember like, okay, we're brothers first, business partners second, but then like family and love and whatever comes before all that shit.
That must be so hard. Doing a show with your brother.
They must have like a lot of, I'm sure they have a lot of help and
totally.
a team and stuff to deal with like the nitty gritty of the business side of things. At least I would want that as like a host. Yeah. But I think it's a great mindset to have, and to make sure that you don't, because things can get contentious if you're having conversations, or maybe you say something you want it out, you want it in, and,
your
and
siblings,
people disagree.
like you're bound to bicker, like
squabble a little bit, like, and they're so they're so great, and their image is so good that it's like all it takes is one snarky little fight and somebody to take it wrong to for it all to come crumbling. So
they
I think
seem like they are very emotionally intelligent.
Absolutely, great way
which
to
is
describe.
good because especially with siblings, you always will say stuff you don't mean. You always might just take it a step too far when you're fighting with your sibling, whatever. But at the end of the day, the bond with your sibling is like no other.
Of course.
And I think what you said, like it's very clear that you can tell that they have like respectful boundaries when it comes to working together, and that is valuable in just life in general. So it's nice to see like, but I keep thinking about like Oasis and how they're getting back together.
For sure,
and like their brothers.
Well, that was the worst case scenario where they got in a fight
almost literally killed each other.
They got in a fight, broke up for like 20 years, 15 years, whatever, however long Oasis was out of, and they tried to come back together a few times and it didn't work. They didn't speak to each other. They didn't see each other. Like
obviously that's different because like you're traveling together. You're like writing songs together, whatever.
True, like you're so but it's honestly not. It's not too different because they're still creating something together, and they're both profiting off it. So say if like tomorrow, Travis decided I'm out, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, I do think the scenario would be different, where it's like Jason would be like, okay, you're my brother, I respect you, and if this is a good reason, this is a good reason. But with the Gallagher brothers, I don't think there was ever that like understanding. Yeah. Like it wasn't like I don't want to do this anymore, but it's like, well, why? And it's like because I don't wanna, and like that's not a. To be honest, not a good enough excuse. You're one of the most famous bands of all time, and you've got, you're a great pair, and it's not just, you're not the only one in this mix, I think is kind of the thing. But definitely they seem to have the utmost respect for one another, and we love to see that.
Really beautiful. Also, I don't know what this was on or what the deal was, but somebody asked Jason what his girls what's like their favorite Taylor Swift song that they've been listening to. Yeah. And he said that they've really been liking I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, but since Ellie is only 4, she says, I'm a real tough kid, I can handle my stuff.
It's so cute. Real tough kid, I can handle my stuff.
Yeah, it's so cute.
So adorable.
Which I thought was it's just really funny how Jason like really loves I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
It's a good song. And you know what? It's a great like song for kids too, like to get them in, and it's just
it's a fun song.
The irony though of the song, it's never lost on me. It's like, how depressed am I, but I'm still doing it. But it's still kind of, it's uplifting at the same time. It's like, I'm going through some shit, but I can still do this, and it's no big deal. And like, maybe it's killing me slowly, but like, we're here.
Yeah, like if anything, it's like a good message for kids, like to not push through it, but like You know, you can still do the hard things when you're sad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Travis news.
Well, wait, is that all the Jason news? I'm trying to think.
I think so on my end, at least.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's all we saw. Travis news, one, referring to our episode that dropped on Tuesday, we said that we thought maybe Patrick Mahomes was joking around about Taylor writing plays. Travis then went on the Rich Eisen show and said, I still think that everyone's being like so over the top about this, but he said, yeah, Taylor does. She's written a couple plays, but she's like biased and she only writes them for me. And I think that that's still very funny. But again, I don't think Taylor Swift is literally being like, all right, I'm writing some plays. She's not going to present all these plays to Andy Reid. You know what I mean? Like, the reason I want that distinction of like she's having fun with it and just seeing like whatever is I don't want the like bros, the NFL. I feel, you know, we're entering this NFL season anew and I want it to go in with good vibes and I don't want anybody to be mad about like Taylor Swift being at the games or whatever. It's like we've already done it, they're used to it, whatever, but I don't want people thinking like if the Chiefs miss a play, now she's drawing up plays and of course it's like because she did it and whatever.
Funny as fuck. Anytime they call a bad play, I wonder if people are gonna be like, that was probably Taylor's
play. Taylor fucking wrote that and like that's just gonna piss me off, y'all. That's just gonna piss me off. That's just something else I don't want to defend. So I'm sure she's just having fun with it. She's writing plays writing out plays for Travis and that's a silly fun thing that they're doing
it's
together.
cute. He
There's
also talked about on the pod about Swift Delivery, the horse that he bought. The horse is 3 years old. It's not gonna race in any, maybe next or maybe when it's a little older, they said it'll start doing like the big ones. And he said that like he has friends in the horse racing world. Someone reached out to him and like he just said like the stars aligned with the name.
Right, of course.
And he just now
always does.
Yeah, he was like, Jason was asking him all of these questions like what do you plan to do? Like what did this, that? He's like, what does the horse do with this? He's like, I have no idea. He was like, you're asking me all these questions I do not have the answer to.
He doesn't
like,
know.
All I know is I like the horse and you know I wanted to get involved and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
But the horse came in second in some race like last month or something like that. So Swift Delivery is slaying.
Ooh.
We might have to keep an eye out for Swift Delivery.
We'll keep eyeballs on Swift Delivery. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
we love that. Love the horse travels and love that he was talking about it.
Yep.
On the pod. We also saw. Did you watch the new Grotesquerie trailer? I think I sent it to you like almost right before. I did watch it.
Honestly, it kind of looks bad.
Oh, really? I think it looks pretty good. Like as a show.
Yeah.
I think like the concept's interesting. It's an FX Ryan Murphy American Horror Story vibe. We've said this a million times. Yeah. But like he hasn't steered me wrong yet. Like I like all of his productions, so I will be tuning in. And
I'll be tuning in for sure.
They showed like 2 snippets of Travis like sort of giving a far off away look in his eyes. Like I need to know the context.
Things are coming.
Yeah, like I need to know.
That's literally what he was like. He was like wasn't looking DC Nash in the eyes. He's like, bad things are on the way.
Literally.
Like what, Travis?
I'm gonna need context before I need to know what his role is. At all. Yeah. I need to know what his role is.
To me, it just seems like I don't know. How many times are we gonna do the fucking crime, murder mystery?
Yeah, but this one's got a nun
priestess.
in it. G.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know.
It's got a nun and a pervert priest.
It's
like every single
giving,
one.
A True Detective?
Big time.
Yeah.
To me, it's like True Detective
meets American Horror Story.
A little bit of, American Horror Story, and then there is a series of horror movies called like The Nun. There's like The Nun and The Nun 2 and like all this shit, and so incorporate that all in there.
Yeah.
There's always something pervy going on with the religion stuff in these things. Mutilation.
Yeah. Why is it's always
Niecy
like
Nash is like this doesn't even look human. It's like
no, that's.
I
can't
wait.
Like,
I can't wait.
The trailer,
can't wait to tune in.
The trailer almost like gave a little bit. It was like a little too long almost.
They always are now. Yeah. Trailers are tough to watch. I usually don't even watch a trailer, but the only reason I watched it for as long as I did because it took a while for Travis to pop up in the trailer. It was like minute 2. I was like, oh, okay, finally.
There are bad things coming.
It's like, what, Travis? Excuse me?
I'm very interested to see what his things coming. Okay, Travis. What in the hell?
I can't wait.
Oh, God.
It comes out September 28th.
Oh, perfect.
So I can't wait.
Perfect.
It's gonna be excellent. Let's see. He's got that going on.
That's like all that I have on my
as far as
as
new
far as
news,
Travis, as far as new news with the Kelsey fam.
New news. Oh yeah, the thing you sent me. Yeah. The thing. Grotesquerie. Let's double check. Shouts to Sabrina Carpenter for joining Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande as the only women to chart at least 3 songs in the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100 simultaneously.
Hell fucking yes.
Sabrina is crushing it. Like,
she's crushing it. Wait, did you see that?
It.
She beat out Travis Scott by like 1,000 units.
Yeah, I did see that.
To keep number 1. Let's fucking go,
Let's
queen.
Go, girl. Do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do it right. Lick it good.
Suck this pussy just like you should. She probably loves that song.
No, I bet she does love that song. Sorry about that for our virgin ears out there.
Yeah, sorry, y'all.
Also, Look What You Made Me Do, the music video, has surpassed 1.5 billion views on YouTube. It is her 5th music video to surpass this milestone. And I'll say, at least 100,000 of them are me. I'll say it all the time. I'm always watching that video. You know why? She has the best outfits in that video. And there's an outfit in that video I'm trying to potentially replicate.
Ooh, love.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I need to be able to find the shoes. That's the most important part of the costume. So we will see.
I need to rewatch that music video, honestly.
It's really good.
I'm not a big rewatcher of music videos unless it's like 4 a.m. and I'm with like my guy friends and we're watching
let's watch music videos.
Yeah.
That's so fun when you're drinking with your friends and you watch music videos. Nothing better.
I always used to show the rapper Logic?
Yeah, of course.
He has a really sick music video, and it's like looks kind of animated, but looks real life. It's like a GTA-esque type of music video where they do like a heist.
Yeah,
it's so sick, and if you're watching it really high, like you feel like you're in like the heist. It's really cool.
All right, well I'll have to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that sounds like all the things that have happened in the last 24 hours since we spoke with y'all, but now I think we move into.
Yeah!
Our exciting new
segment! Yay!
Okay. So, as we have been talking about this for weeks, we've been teasing it for weeks, we are going to be paying attention to football this season, and we are going to be doing our very best and placing some bets for the very first time.
Yay!
And thank you so much to our friends over at DraftKings, our new besties, for trusting us with this.
So exciting.
And we hope that you guys are here for the journey because it's going to be really fun. So this segment, going forward from this moment, will be called Draft Queens.
Draft Queens. We're going to get crowns. We're going to get crowns.
We're going to get crowns.
We're going to wear.
We weren't sure if we were going to be allowed to be called Draft Queens.
Yes.
And then turns out they love it.
They love it.
We are the Draft Queens.
We are the Draft Queens.
And Kansas City is playing in the first football game of the season on Thursday, this upcoming, tonight.
Yeah.
We decided now is the perfect time to slide it in.
Yep.
And let's just do a little how-to at first. Okay.
Yeah.
So first things first. You're going to need the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Yeah.
And it's obviously easy to download. You can, I think do we have a code for it? I don't know if you need a code to download. You don't need a code to download the app.
I don't think you need a code to download the app, but when you do, we have a code, Taylor Watch.
The code is Taylor Watch. So if there's a point when you're downloading this app and you're signing in and stuff and you're looking for a code, it asks you for a code, put in code Taylor Watch. That's our code. So once you have the app, I'm opening it up right now so you can do it in real time, and make sure you put your facial recognition on because it makes it easy. It logs you out every time you.
Yeah, it does log you out every time.
It logs you out every time you get out of it because it's money. They don't want to. It's like the bank. So. We'll be talking about the NFL. So up top, it gives you the option, all kinds of sports you want to bet on and everything. We are just clicking the NFL.
Yep.
And so every week, we're going to be picking a couple of bets that coincide with some stories that are maybe happening in pop culture, or maybe we're picking them for a pop culture reason, and we'll be explaining all of that in depth and why we're choosing them and everything. So our first bet of the week is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs money line.
Woo!
Woo!
And what does money line mean, Kelly?
What does it mean? It just means that it's the amount of or it's the whether they win or lose.
Yep.
We're just picking whether they win or lose, and we think they're going to win, so we're picking them for the money line.
Exactly. That's how easy it is. Like money line is literally just who you think's going to win, who you think's going to lose.
Yep.
And just keep in mind also, sorry if this is like scrambled all over the place, but when you're looking at the numbers, you're going to see plus and minuses in front of them. Plus basically means bad and minus basically means good. It's the opposite. So looking at the line right now. The Chiefs are minus 155 for the money line, which means they think they're going to win.
Yes.
Basically.
And the higher the number when it comes to like, so it's like negative. So the higher the actual number, even with the negative in front of it, means it's like more likely.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it was like negative 180, it's like, oh, they're definitely winning. Right?
Yeah.
You know
Even if higher than that, like negative like 1,000.
Yeah. So it just means like odds are they're probably gonna win.
Yeah.
And
so the odds are very close for money line with the Ravens and the Chiefs because they're both very good teams. So the Ravens are plus 130. The Chiefs are minus 155.
It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
Sources have been telling me, my dad, that this is going to be a pretty good game. He, in fact, is rooting for the Ravens.
There's a reason why it's the first game of the season, but we have our trust in our team. We have trust in Big Andy, Travis, Pat, the whole squad.
And these guys are coming out here, and we know. We've been paying attention to how much they've been training all summer. They've been paying attention to, they've got their noses to the grindstone. They're doing their best.
Yeah,
they're coming
ready.
out the gate hot. They've got a reputation to protect.
Yep.
They've got, all eyes on them.
Yep.
Including the Swifties. So that is our first one, and we want to show our support to the boys.
Yes.
So we are rooting for them and betting on them.
Yes.
Okay. So the second bet we're going to do is we are going to bet the over on the total amount of points scored in the game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Now, we're picking this game. It's the Friday game, of course, your Eagles fandom. And we think that they are going to get more points total, like if you add up the two scores on each side. Right now, it says over or under 49 points total. We think it'll be over that.
Yeah.
And there's
so
no
that
real
means it's going to be
reason.
a really high-scoring game.
Yes, which I don't necessarily believe that for any reason whatsoever. I just feel like 49 feels kind of low in a professional game, their first game out the gate. But also, this game will be played in Brazil. Okay, Brazil. Shout out to our Brazilian Swifties. We miss you so much on Twitter.
We miss you on Twitter, guys.
We miss you on Twitter. I think that the Eagles and the Packers are going to go down to Brazil and give them a show.
Brazilian fire in them.
They're going to get
ready to go. Yeah.
They're going to give them a show because they're missing their entertainment, which is Twitter, and they need to fill that void with a football game.
Yep. So that's why we're going. And I'll put a little screenshot of what we're looking at on the screen as you guys are looking. But it says like spread, total, money line, and we'll explain the spread to you if we ever take the spread. That shit's fucking confusing.
We decided not to do that for the first one.
We're trying to keep it as at layman's terms as possible because we're learning along with you guys also. So like,
I also still have yet to find the right way to describe the spread. Like I can picture it in my head and I know it. Like I understand the concept.
It's like
putting it into words is hard.
Yeah, it's like
everybody explains it in a different way. So it's tough. But anyway, so if you feel seasoned and you feel like you know what you're doing, obviously do what you want to do. But that's what we're doing. Yeah. So all right, the third bet that we will be placing is in favor of a touchdown from Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills.
Josh Allen, anytime touchdown.
Yep.
He is slaying the game with Hallie Steinfeld right now.
And you know what?
Fresh off that little Instagram hard launch.
Hard launch. We love a hard launch in this house, as we all know.
Of course.
So we're
true.
But we're excited for the Bills are great. The Bills are an excellent team. Yeah. They were excellent last year, and we all remember that. Josh Allen is a good guy. We remember their game against the Chiefs was a good game. Yeah. Remember the Bills had like all the Taylor Swift themed stuff. So we like the Bills. We're excited for them.
Wait, didn't we not like them because
were they being rude? Or was that the Ravens? No, the Ravens were rude.
No, it was the Bills, and they were playing all the music. And and it was like they had like the themed food
with your Swifty quesadilla or whatever, your bad blood quesadilla.
The bad blood quesadilla.
So maybe we don't like them. No, we like them.
No, we like because we love Josh Allen.
We do.
He's hot as hell.
No, he's so hot, and he's dating Haley Steinfeld.
We want him to score on and off the field.
Yep.
So there you go.
He is dating Haley Steinfeld. They just became they've been dating for a while now, but he like posted an Instagram grid on like August 23rd or something with a bunch of them, photos of her and whatever. So he's another one. He's coming in. He's got something to prove.
Yeah.
The Bills team, they've been waiting in the wings for a long time. They're really trying to. I know that much about them. They want to make a name for themselves, and so I bet Josh Allen is gonna at least get a touchdown. I feel like that's an easy one. So,
I feel like that's a given. So what you want to do there is, so you're not going to see anytime touchdowns on the main page when you click on NFL. You just want to click on the game, and then you want to go to TD scores, and you'll see Josh Allen right there. You can do first TD score, which means they are the first person in the game to score a touchdown. You can do anytime touchdown score, which is what we're doing, which means he can score at least one touchdown at any time.
Yep.
And then you could do 2+ touchdowns, which just means he's going to score 2 or more touchdowns.
He'll get 2 or more times,
Yeah.
which is ambitious, and
It's
I don't want to
ambitious.
put that
That's
kind of
at
pressure on him
plus-
first game.
Plus 425. So that's
Which means it's
less likely.
unlikely.
Yes,
Yeah. Or
yes.
less likely.
Yeah.
Less likely.
Yeah.
Versus anytime score is minus 130 means it's pretty
more-
likely
yeah,
that it'll
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
So, really, we're pumped up about these bets. We talked about them before this. This is our big debut.
Yes.
We spoke with our DraftKings people, and they are excited for us. They think our bets are good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just excited to start this off, Draft Queen. I'm pumped.
I love Draft Queen.
I love it so much.
It's so
I love it
awesome.
so
And
much.
it's so fun.
And I'm glad they let us use it.
Yeah, I'm glad they let us use it too.
Yeah.
And I can understand if any of our listeners are like a little annoyed or whatever, like all like the gambling jargon, whatever. Once you at least try it once, like it's so fun. And trust me, I was so confused, like so
Beyond.
confused
Same.
beyond.
Yeah.
Once you start doing it and getting the hang of it, like there's ways to remember certain things that aren't so like textbook definition.
For sure.
And it gets way less confusing as you go on. So it's exciting and it's fun and it's a really like cool thing that we get to be a part of. So we're happy that you guys get to be a part of it too. And don't worry, like again, like I said, like we've been in your shoes before. We really did not know how to get started. So DraftKings is the official sports betting partner of the NFL, and they make it easier than ever. It's the #1 place to bet touchdowns, and placing your first bet is simple. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, just like we said. Select a sport like NFL, and select an option like TD scores. Pick who you will score, and place your bet, just like we were saying with Josh Allen. And if you're ready to do a touchdown dance of your own, new DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets instantly,
which is great, especially as a new bettor. You want a little bit of fluff in there.
Yes,
for yourself.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so if you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, make sure you use code TaylorWatch. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Fabulous. Also, just as a side note, huge shouts to DraftKings for trusting us with this.
Yeah.
But I also think that because we had made this promise to like get into football and try to just get involved in a new community, a new thing to talk about, I think that having this gambling aspect, or placing a couple dollars on Josh Allen, is he gonna get a touchdown or not? One, it helps you just get more excited about the game, be a little more invested in the game, because we're all gonna be watching football anyway now. This is our life now. Our mother says watch football, so we're watching football.
Exactly.
So it'll help us get a little more excited about watching the games if you weren't like a really big fan before. It also, I think, for us as well as our listeners, will be exciting too, because we're gonna make sure, like, whenever we choose these bets, there will be like a pop culture reason behind it. Like, there'll be a reason that it's like, we like Josh Allen. One, he's good and hot, but also he's dating Haley Steinfeld. Like, there's reasons these people come into play, which I think will also help remember like who these people are.
Yeah.
I
no,
remember,
totally.
like,
That's how I remember
so many
people too. Is literally from like the tea that they're attached to.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll be like reporting on the tea, but also like kind of incorporating them into the bets. And I think that it's just fun. It's just maybe you win a couple bucks. Maybe you're hanging out with your boyfriend, your dad. I know my dad is so excited about this. Like,
That's
is
cute.
like, call me if you need help. Like,
That's
what who you picking? What are the bets? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so pumped up, and we're a big time DraftKings family. So already, it's good that they wanted us to hold hands to anybody that's maybe doing it for the first time.
Yes.
Like
we are here to guide you.
We're here to guide
We are
you.
your draft queen shaman.
Yes. So, but yeah, if you have any questions, I don't know. Like, we might not be the #1 people to ask about like very technical questions,
right?
But concerning the bets that we're talking about and the stuff that we're showing you guys, you always feel free.
And
to
if you have a question about like the jargon, whatever, like our number 347-450-0723. Text us, call us with your questions. We'll answer them on the show too.
Absolutely.
And we'll do it together.
And please, if you guys do bet with us at any point in any of these bets, please go ahead and share it on social so we can repost it.
Yes,
so we can
please.
encourage others
Tag
to get
us,
involved.
tweet at us,
And
tag us on Instagram. Yeah, definitely makes us look good.
Yeah. But also, I just want to see everybody getting involved. I think it'll be so fun. It'll be like our
we'll
own
have
thing.
something in the app. right?
I think
they
so
said,
too. We're
eventually.
hearing rumors that our faces might be in the app. Like,
you might be able to just click right there, like right on the front of the screen, and you'll or if on NFL, and then you can see like
you might be able to see what we're up to.
Yeah, exactly. So
and we'll keep eyes on our social, because if we'll post all that, and we'll make it easy for everybody.
Yeah.
So
yay!
Draft queens.
Yeah, but maybe we'll have to start our own little jingle for our draft queen segment.
Dun, 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 dun,
oh, I like that. Dun dun dun,
dun,
draft queens. I like
that too. Hear ye, hear ye. The bets are in. You know.
Wait, I like that.
It too.
Yeah.
I like it too. Oh,
the
everybody's gonna be so jealous. And that's all she wrote, folks. Like, I feel like whenever I'm betting like on sports, I have to talk like that. Like, hey, ho, give me $1 here on the over. Life's too short to bet the under.
Hey,
you know.
Come on, hey, give me that money.
Yeah, give me that money.
That's
literally.
Yeah, give me your fucking money.
Give me your fucking money. So that's what's going on.
Yep.
And we're excited. We're excited to watch Travis and Pat and all the other Chiefs boys bring it home for the first game. They will be in Arrowhead. Do we think Taylor's gonna go? Maybe not. I kind of think no.
I kind of think maybe yes.
I would want to think yes.
Yeah.
But I feel,
but maybe things have been she wants to chill.
Much drama right now. Or maybe she shows up and she like wears a big ass like wedding ring just to be like, oh, you thought we were broken up?
Oh my God,
sorry,
bruh, I would die, literally die.
That would be so funny.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe she does go like to show face
to be like, hey,
like everything's
you guys
good.
are a bunch of bullshit. Yeah.
Like
no quicker way to shut down a rumor than that.
Yeah, like when people were reporting that Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin broke up, and she literally just like did a pap walk and just was holding up her hand.
Like, we're fine.
Yeah,
so funny.
Maybe she just pulls one of
Loved
those.
her for that.
Yeah, me too. Shall we jump into DMs and voicemails?
Fabulous.
Perfect. Okay.
Hi, girls. I'm whispering because I'm at work, but I wanted to call and just like ask you guys why you think Scott Borchetta like doesn't get as much hate from the Swiftie community as Scooter Braun does. And, like, don't get me wrong, like I fucking hate Scooter Braun. Like, he's just like a slimy little weasel who like just can't shut the fuck up and like stay in his hole where he belongs. However, I feel like we need to keep that same energy for Scott. Like, let's not forget that he was the one that was in like Taylor's camp, like her trusted partner, and like supported her through so much of her career. And like there's so many old interviews of her just like totally talking about how much she loves him and like how he was such a father figure to her and like the trust that she had in him. And I'm not saying like let's hate on Scooter Braun less, because like he sucks and I hate him so much. I just think that we should like spread some of this love around and like not forget about Scott, because Scott is like just as icky, if not ickier than Scooter, and he is the one that sold those fucking masters. So love you guys so much. Kelly, love you so much for bitching out Scooter Braun. You should bitch people out more often. You are delightful, both of you. And I think that's it. Anyways, love you so much. Bye.
Love you.
Bye. Love you. And that's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's one that I've been seeing pop up. People have been asking it in comments and stuff too.
Yeah.
Wondering, like, well, what about Scott? What about Scott Borchetta? Who, for those who forget, he was also involved in this Masters resale deal, like whatever the fuck. He also was the CEO of Big Machine Records, which is where Taylor got her
first
start.
started. Yep.
Here's what I think. Why I think the reason that Scooter Braun gets more of the hate than Scott Borchetta. I think one, because Scooter Braun is more famous, and everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows he's this like fast talking asshole, Hollywood, piece of shit, whatever. And I think Scott Borchetta was involved in this. He's old. How old is he actually? Will you Google how old Scott is?
He was born in 1962, so he's 62.
He's 60 something. Yeah. So I think that he is like a little bit older. He had been doing it for a long time. I think it was probably his like retirement plan, like trying to get out at some point. And I think the fact that he was so close to the Swift family, it's almost like you can be angry at Scooter for being like a scumbag and encouraging this business deal that was ultimately kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But I think with Scott, it's like you're so disappointed that someone that close to you and that someone you consider family has hurt you, that you don't even like, you're not even angry, you're just disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, you can't believe that someone so close to you could do something like that.
And
I think that it's just like it's almost too painful to even talk about. I would think.
Yeah. And I feel like the people that were kind of around Scooter at the time, like, made it worse for Scooter, like Justin Bieber, like making fun of Taylor, like all that stuff, you know, like they were kind of antagonizing her.
Yep.
And then I feel like that's kind of what made the focus more on Scooter, because he had his like little team, his little minions, whatever, also making fun of Taylor, whatever.
Right. Yeah, Scooter turned it into a publicity thing for himself. Scott, I feel, just kind of like recoiled immediately and was just like, I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, and also maybe he apologized. Maybe he said like, maybe he tried to apologize. Maybe he tried to have conversations. Like, and Taylor hasn't written any songs about him, you know? Like I very much think it's that he was so close to their family that it was probably a painful betrayal. Yeah. Too painful to even like dwell on, like almost like get out of my life, never speak to me again, never look at me again, because I can't even process how much you've like hurt me after trusting you for my whole life, you know? Because that does have to be the more painful of the two, I would think. Like, I would think that the betrayal from Scott Borchetta is worse than the betrayal from Scooter Braun, because everyone knows Scooter Braun's a scumbag, and he always was, always will be, whereas Scott was really a trusted person in her life, and now, and overnight seemingly was no longer. Yeah. And so all of that, like it was probably a harsh reality too, where it's like, wow, I thought of this man as like a father figure, and now I'm sitting here realizing that I was always just a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not his like daughter. I'm not his family member. Like, I am a cash cow. Yeah. And that's what he cares about. And, you know, that's awful. That's an awful thing to realize. At least that's what I would assume.
Yeah. I think you're 100% correct with that take. And when you were saying that, I was kind of looking over something that someone was saying, and very similar. Like, I guess, Scott Borchetta was kind of known for like telling people how much of a genius he was and like finding Taylor or whatever. So when Taylor like kind of had to like didn't really need him as much anymore, like it seemed like he kind of like got like a little jealous.
Like butthurt about it.
Yeah, butthurt about it. Like says we get to Red. Taylor has said that the label was happy with the album, but she fought to keep writing and go to LA and eventually work with Max Martin. And we end up with competing narratives, with one where Scott is claiming that Max Martin was all of his idea. So maybe it just seems like eventually she was getting too big and he wanted credit that he didn't deserve.
That makes sense. I also don't think that Big Machine ever had the capacity to like hold Taylor. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or Scott himself. Like, I don't know who her, like, I guess would Universal Group like be considered her management? Like, I don't really know who runs the Swiftyverse at this point, but Scott Borchetta was never equipped to handle all of this. Yeah. Like, whatever she was destined to become, he was always going to drown in it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that this is obviously everything worked out for the best.
Yeah. It says we get to 1989 where Red, she earned enough money that she's paying for all the music production as well as music videos herself, and essentially locking the label out of the creative process but not using their advance money. Then she turns going pop into a rebel move by promoting it as the album her label didn't want her to make, and locking Scott out of the album to claim credit for it creatively. Ending the era with Taylor pretending to hit Scott over the head with the Grammy in the photo shoot. So there's building tension there, and Scott is losing power and influence as time goes on. During the questions, the big machine rep who was asked, oh wait, this is stupid, but it says I don't think Taylor fully understood how deeply her not allowing Scott to claim credit for her success wounded his ego, though, until after her masters were sold.
Can I tell you, Gia? It always comes down to ego.
Yeah,
with these men.
Totally. It always comes down to ego. Like, God forbid she wants to like just do her own thing, work to have her own creative ideas, do her own process. And
she doesn't need a babysitter anymore. And sorry, Scott, you feel, and that also comes with the issue of, I said that she like got too big for him to handle. Like, he was, you know, holding her hand and doing all these things for her when she was, 14, 15, 16, whatever it is. And then when she's a grown woman, she can handle her. She's a real tough bitch. She can handle her shit.
Exactly.
He can't handle it. And it's like, well, where's that little girl I could easily manipulate and just, again, cash checks on her on the side. And that is, that's upsetting. You always like to think that these
people are looking out for you.
Men specifically in this case, are looking out for you, or at least setting their own interests aside. Like, I understand when you're a manager or whatever, like, you have to certainly keep your own interests in mind.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're a facilitator for these creative people, and you actually have nothing to do with their success at all. Like, you make sure they're in the right places at the right time. You make sure they're talking to the right people. You're the facilitator. You make things happen, but ultimately they're the ones with talent, and they're the ones with the fans. So don't overstep your own, your own responsibilities, and then be upset when you're not included in the, it's like no skin off your back. They're not using your money to make the music video. So why are you all pissed off about that? Like, just don't, it's because you want claim.
Exactly.
Like, that's literally it.
Yeah.
Like, and that to me says, like, you're not in it for the right, like, that sucks.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, stupid.
And I do think it is like the lack of fame.
For
just
sure.
never
Nobody
as famous
knows
as
who he is. Yeah. People don't even know. And I think also too, what helped in his favor is the confusing part that Scooter's name is also Scott. Yeah.
It's crazy they have the same name.
It's crazy they have the same name.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Kelly and Jay, this is Tony from Boston. You guys do a great
What's
job
up,
on
hey?
the podcast. Keep it up. I just wanted to talk about, since it's been well over a year now since Taylor did the collaboration with Ice Spice, for me it always felt like a weird collaboration and almost like a PR stunt. And I'm wondering how much Maddie Healy's comments forced that collaboration and how much possibly Taylor's dad was involved in setting that up. I read this article or this email he wrote. It's on Reddit that during the lawsuit, with the Big Machine Records and all that, he wrote it in like 2005, and it really painted him as like sort of the mastermind behind Taylor's career, and it feels like he pulls a lot of strings. So the more that I think about that Ice Spice saga and collaboration, it just felt really forced to me. So I was just curious, now that we're well over a year since it happened, how do you guys feel about it? Would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks. And have you read that email that Scott Swift wrote? It's kind of insane. All right, bye.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah.
That good questions. I will say that we'll get into the Ice Spice thing in a minute. First, I want to say about Scott Swift. They're all Scots, all the Scots.
Oh my God, yeah, shit.
Bizarre.
Scott, yeah.
So Scott Swift, back in the day, used to be very much
hands-on,
hands-on, a little.
She was young,
borderline controlling, I would say, to a certain point. But of course, in the beginning, she was young. She needed her parents to be involved. Scott Swift was heavily involved. Scott Swift is a working man, or he was a working man before all this happened. And, he has certain thoughts and feelings on things that Taylor herself doesn't necessarily align with anymore. Yeah. And I think that all came to a head during the Miss Americana documentary.
Yeah, totally.
When it became a political thing. Yeah. And she was trying to encourage people to go out and vote against Marsha Blackburn. I've been so wrong, by the way. I've been saying Marjorie Taylor Greene with that. It's actually
really?
Marsha Blackburn.
No, Marjorie Taylor Greene is the
Supreme Court.
Yeah.
She's
no, not Supreme Court.
Not Supreme, sorry.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is a senator or congresswoman. I don't remember, but
she's also shitty.
She's the
She's also a shitbag. But Marsha Blackburn is who they were talking
Governor
about.
of Tennessee.
Yes. And during the Miss Americana documentary, which again, everyone must watch if you haven't seen it already. It's excellent. But she has a conversation with her. It's her mom and her dad sitting down, and also I think like a head of like her crisis team or somebody. Taylor's like in tears, being like, it's disingenuous for me to not say anything right now. Like normally I don't get involved, like, but this is crazy. These are not Tennessee Christian values, and this woman is a menace and whatever. Yeah. And Scott Swift, her dad, in the clip is like, you're going to alienate your fans. Like some people,
he like really doesn't want her
he did not want her to like say anything politically, and really wanted her to like shut her trap and think about the money. And that in that moment, I thought to myself, like, I rolled my eyes at Scott Swift. I was like, that kind of sucks. But I understand the fear. I understand. And he also was worried about like, people coming after her. Kind of how we're worried about her right now, presently. Like if she says anything either way, not that she would ever, she'd never say anything before Trump, but not that she would say anything regardless. People will come after her either way if she makes some kind of statement, and especially with like all the tension in the world and whatever, it's like just a bad idea. But back at the time that this documentary was filmed, like what was it, 2018, 2019, something? is when it was a similar energy, and Scott was worried mostly for her well-being, which I understand, and but it kind of came across like he was trying to be being a little bit controlling. And in that moment, she was like, I'm gonna do this, like whether you like it or not, and I'm just gonna need you to forgive me for doing this because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And that's like what she says, and her dad is just kind of like, okay, they hug it out, everything's fine, move on, whatever. And then, you know, we all saw how things transpired in the news after. Highest voter turnout of all time in Tennessee, like just a big deal. So her influence does go a long way when it comes to that kind of thing. And so an email from 2005 being a little assertive or whatever doesn't surprise me at all. I don't know what this is. I've never seen that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, controlling parents is not a new phenomenon.
No.
And I mean, like if you're in 8th grade trying to be fucking famous, like your parents are gonna have a lot of say in what goes on and what doesn't go on. And at the end of the day, he was pushing for his daughter.
15, 16.
Yeah. So so freshman in high school,
freshman, sophomore,
whatever.
high school,
At the end of the day, he's vouching for his daughter, and he believes in her, and protecting her, and pushing her, and like I could totally see my mom sending an email like that, being like, "My daughter deserves the blah blah blah." You know what I mean? Like,
for
it's
sure.
it's a parental thing,
especially when they're the ones in charge. Like they're in charge of her finances, they're in charge of her career. She was under 18. She's it's a little different when you
careless
have
man's
megastar.
careful daughter.
Exactly.
But with the Ice Spice thing, I think he's very not involved anymore. I would assume probably has no say or whatever. Maybe he can insert his dad opinion.
Yeah, maybe he just has thoughts. But
but I don't think he has anything to do with the Ice Spice collab.
Absolutely not.
I do agree that it was random, but I think it was either Taylor or Ice said like that they've been planning this collab for a while.
So what people I think don't realize, because the timeline was fuzzy, well, the timeline wasn't fuzzy. It just like because
series
it all
of
happened
events.
Series of events all happened like kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Where Maddie Healy talked shit about Ice Spice on that podcast.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks later, Taylor Swift brought her out at MetLife Night 1. I was there. And I was there.
Yep.
Jack Antonoff like getaway car as well. Anyway,
yep.
And she showed the Karma music video as well at that time. And that was like May 30th, or it was like
May
Friday before Memorial Day
15th
weekend
or something.
Of Friday before Memorial Day weekend of May of 2023. It was MetLife Night 1. So at that point, they already had the song out. Midnights was out.
Yeah.
And the music video was filmed, done, wrapped up, ready to go. Where none of that would have happened within 2 weeks from when Maddie Healy was talking shit. So obviously it was planned much further in advance than this. And what I think maybe people are forgetting as time, all of a sudden everybody forgets everything like day 2, is like Ice Spice was the hottest thing you could involve yourself with at the time. She
totally
was on TikTok, and that was it.
She blew up so fast.
So fast. So really, it was Taylor just like seeing an emerging star and wanting to kind of collab. Yeah. And I think that she just, they had conversations about it and whatever. Do you see that Ice Spice though is like losing? People,
I was
like,
about
don't
to say she's in very hot water right now.
She's in hot water.
Yeah, because I guess her friend that went on tour with her,
I saw this,
spoke out and said that like Ice was like a terrible friend, basically, like leaving her in the dust. I don't really know 100% of the details.
I don't know all the details either, but it was basically, you're a bad friend. Ice is a bad friend, difficult to work with, and I guess she's like, people are on her for like losing a lot of weight, I guess, and they're like, where's your ass? Like that's what everybody keeps saying. And I think that that's just mean or whatever. And she posted a video of her working out in the gym. Like, I don't know. Like, that to me is like none of my business, but that's kind of that's like the 3 things that people are saying.
Yes.
Kind of circling it all around. And then she keeps losing a shit ton of followers on Instagram, I guess. People are saying she lost like 500,000 followers on Instagram, which I don't know what she had before, so I have no idea. But yeah, there's a little bit of drama there.
Yeah, it just seems like there's beef between these 2 girls.
She's been kind of wrapped up in drama too. She was like making out with some girl's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
or
fucking
something.
Madeline Argy.
Yeah,
from the
she was
doing.
Network.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. She was like doing a PR thing with Central C while Central C was dating Madeline Argy, and like they were like pretend dating.
Tell Madeline, right?
Yeah,
Like they didn't let her know what was happening, so she was like, she heard like your boyfriend's cheating on you or something.
Yeah, she's
That's
like
crazy.
All of a sudden, I see my Pookie with Ice Spice.
Yeah.
So they're like at the she's like at the Hermes store. Like what the fuck? Pookie, what the fuck?
It's so funny, honestly.
Funny.
And she was like, yeah, hilarious about it. But yeah, I don't know. So I really don't know what Ice Spice is up to. I don't think
but like the things that I'm reading here says Cleopatra, who is the friend that spoke out about Ice Spice, says Cleopatra also found out Spice and her team snuck off to a steak dinner without her in Texas. Cleopatra says she was hungry at the Best Western they were staying at, and the closest restaurant was a McDonald's. Everyone declined when she asked if anyone wanted to walk with her to the McDonald's. She eventually discovered it was because everyone already had steak.
That is crazy.
Is that
if
the
they
complaint?
had a group dinner without her? Yeah, is that the only thing? Like, maybe Cleopatra, maybe you're the problem, low-key. Like, you're the one on here, like, trying to expose shit. It's like, maybe you were bad vibes and they didn't want you to come to dinner.
I don't know. I'm confused. But, like,
is this
I will say, like,
girl.
I would be fucking pissed off if everyone went out to a steak dinner and I was, like, not invited.
I
like,
would
bitch,
be
hello?
livid.
Yeah.
I would show up at the steak dinner. I'd be like, where the fuck are y'all? Like, I'm ready to pull up. Like, that's in 2 seconds I would be there. Are you kidding me? It's like a Longhorn Steakhouse? Absolutely.
But it is crazy. Ice Spice lost, like, 200,000 followers? Yeah, something crazy like that.
I have no idea
It's so crazy how quick the internet could switch up on you in a second, literally split second.
I don't want to jump into that pile on
me
Ice
neither.
Spice. I think
Me
that she's
neither.
fine. I love Karma. Karma text about a bounce. Karma is a bounce in your house.
I literally don't know the words. All I know is, you think you this shit?
That's okay, baby.
You not even the fuck.
Karma.
I be going hard. I be the baba. That's the only words I know. He a munch.
I don't know
I be going hard.
I don't really ever know any of her words ever.
No.
Like really, even in the Karma thing. It's okay, baby. Come on, don't ever get lazy. Da, 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 da.
Literally, all I know is karma is a check that'll bounce. Karma is the
fire in your house.
Something like that.
Like, I don't even know.
Yeah,
but it's fine. Like whatever. She's not bothering anybody to me. I thought that I thought it was a fun, cute collab. I think when she came out on the stage and she sang and the music video was good. I think her like part was cute. Like who cares? Whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever. But yeah, I guess if you're in this moment a year or so later, it does seem kind of random. I guess. But at the time when she like announced that she was on the album, it made complete sense. Like Ice Spice was the fucking hotness.
Yeah.
So it made complete sense that she like had reached out to another like emerging
Totally.
artist. Yeah.
Totally.
So
okay, let's do DMs. Okay. Love your show. It's so fun to listen to it, even if I've heard all the Taylor news. It's the closest thing to sitting around with you guys and talking to you about it. Although I usually learn new fun Taylor news. The question was not finished. Anyways, my question is, I am dying to get to my first concert. If you were me, would you buy tickets now or wait to see if tickets get a little lower right before? The tickets are so outrageous. I thought this was a good question.
That is a really good question. Well, we're kind of dealing with the same thing right now.
Yeah, so are we. Honestly, that is so
true. A little bit, yeah. To a certain extent. But okay.
I say maybe, like, the thing is, it is U.S., so it's like, it's easier to coordinate.
Yes.
I would say maybe wait a little bit. I don't know.
I am conflicted
if
because it depends on where you're going.
One, depends on where you're going. Two, it depends on your flexibility. Like,
right.
If you have a flexible schedule, I'd wait. If you have, like, something that's coming up that's around the same time, like, you don't know where you're going to be, whatever, I would secure those tickets now so you just know for a fact you're 100% going. You have to be in this state, in this city at this time, because you never know with, like, work, like, people with their 100%. Jobs, whatever.
Yep.
But, like, with us, it's easier. Like, we can kind of switch anything on
part of a thing.
Yeah,
like we're going for a reason. So we know what's going on. And really, our situation is more like, in what manner will we be there? Are we going to go, like, with Dave, or are we going to go by ourselves? Like, that's really what we're trying to figure out. And he, doesn't... He's not thinking about, like, he's a fly by the seat of his pants kind of guy. He'll probably buy the tickets, like, the day before. So, which I can't live that way. Like, I guarantee I'll be buying tickets earlier than that. And maybe we'll have to resell them if he ends up doing it. But, like, whatever. Because I am someone who doesn't like to wait last minute for things like that, because you never know. But what I do think...
waiting last minute is stressful.
It's super stressful. What I do think is that if you are already going to be, kind of like you said, you're flexible, whatever. If it's already, like, in your city... or something, I would say
I would just wait honestly till, like, day of.
Yes, if it's in your city or a quick ride or whatever, wait until, like, the day of, day before.
Yeah, day before.
But if you have to fly there, definitely buy them in
advance.
Yeah, definitely buy them in advance. Because you know what, they really don't drop that much. Like, they probably drop the most, like, halfway through the show, to be honest. Like, because I remember looking, even when just out of curiosity, I looked going to MetLife in the car with Fran. just to see like how much they sell tickets for, and they were still we were literally on the way to the concert, and they were still astronomical.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's like, you know, and these are the last U.S. shows for real.
Yeah,
the show's ending in December.
Yeah,
like,
so it's a lot more.
I honestly feel like it'll only get worse.
Yeah,
the tighter it gets, and the more sold out it gets, because all these shows will sell out like regardless. So it really just depends on your anxiety. I would say, if you're close,
if
enough,
you're type A, do it now. If you're type B, wait.
Exactly. Exactly. That's it. If you're super close, I could wait. But if you have to travel for it significantly, I would get them in advance.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of planning that you have to figure it out.
Also, something I wanted to say for anybody that maybe hasn't been before. There's really not a bad seat in the house.
No,
like and it's honestly fun. Like we've sat, both of us have sat in all different ways, like all different areas. And even if you're like high up in the nosebleeds, whatever, that's just a better view of like the stadium and the lights and the stage and like all the people singing and dancing. It's loud. Like
seat is a different experience, a different new fun experience.
Completely, and it's all excellent.
Yeah.
And there are screens everywhere. You can see everything that's going on. Like it's really not. So don't fret if you're like, oh man, I'm stuck with the $3,000 nosebleed seats. It's like, that's absurd, but. Maybe find some cheaper nosebleed seats, because they're all good. They're really all fine.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, last one. Hi, Kelly and Gia. I have a question and comment for y'all, so feel free to discuss whichever. 1, I got the Swift Alert app because of you guys. Shout out to y'all because I love it. But has there been any discussion around who runs the app? I asked this because I think it's kind of sus that they were giving out signed CDs, vinyls, and I think even a signed guitar as the mastermind prize on a regular basis. If I had any of that, I know I wouldn't be giving it out as easily. If it's not our favorite pop star, what situation could these people be in where they are just handing out priceless merch for free? Also, maybe this is just me trying to manifest having an app run by our queen before it becomes public knowledge. And then number 2, I haven't heard anyone call it out yet, so I wanted to say that I find it interesting that on the Speak It Out album, she sings, "Who you are is not what you did," in Innocent. But on the Tortured Poets department, she sings, "But you are what you did," in The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. I find it interesting that she was able to classify Kanye's mistake in a better light than Maddie's mistake. He must have fucked up big time. Anyway, love listening to you, New York Queens, twice a week. Yay. Thanks for all y'all do. Love you guys, Lily.
Oh, Lily. That's one of my favorite names ever.
Really?
I said if I were to ever have kids, I'd name them Lily and Liam.
Oh my God. I can picture like a mini you named Lily. Yeah,
so
totally.
Cute, I know. I'll probably name a cat that. Instead. Kids, ew. No, I'm kidding. I'm not, but I am. I don't want to. No. I'm just joking. So, great.
Don't you know
question.
Who runs Swift Alert? Have you talked to them?
I was about to say, I talk to them all the time. They are always DMing.
Isn't it a guy?
The text tone makes me think that, but I actually don't know for sure. I don't know who it is, but I know they're very polite, and I know that they are very thankful to us for always talking about them. No, I would if the conversations I'm having with Swift Alert is actually Taylor Swift, I will shit my pants. Like, we're best friends, by the way. Like, we're it's like, hilarious. Sorry.
Maybe we should ask them, like, where do you get
maybe I should, like, who are you? But maybe I will ask
I figure they would want to keep their identity private.
Yeah,
because like if there was a malfunction or if something went wrong, like getting all like the getting the peanut
backlash.
gallery.
Yeah, of course.
Opinions.
I think they already had that issue. People were so fucking stupid about Swift Alert was gonna do like a football fun guessing thing, honestly similar to what we're doing with Draft Queens by DraftKings, but without money and stuff. Like it wasn't really gambling. It was just a guessing game in the interim before the shows start back up. And people started coming after them and being like, this is an invasion of Taylor's privacy. It was basically just going to guess, like, will she be there or not? And like, what's going to happen at the game? Like, will she blow a kiss? Like, dumb, or at least I assume that's like what they were going to be doing.
Right.
And then people were up in arms and acting crazy about it, and they ended up like scrapping the whole thing. So they're not doing that. They are doing something else. I did just get a Swift alert about something going on, or they were let's see. Oh no! Ooh, this is a new thing. We now have terms of service and a privacy policy to before we end in. So the thing is that Swift Alert is not one person. It is one person obviously came up with it, but they have a small team that helps with the app itself. And it's a lot of technology that goes behind this.
Yeah.
And they've got graphic designers and they've a bunch of people I know working with it. I also know that our girl Olivia, who was on the show with us, is friendly with them, and her tweet or Instagrams are featured in their feed sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't know we'll have to ask her what that deal is like. I've been saying that for months. I always forget to ask her, but we'll see her in Miami, so we'll ask. And so I'm not sure totally how like that involvement started happening, but I do know that whoever it is that they're working with, I think that the signed stuff is either coming from like other fans or like people donating it, or maybe they have like a source.
Yeah, maybe they have a source, like a memorabilia source.
Totally. Yeah, memorabilia source.
Well, it's actually kind of crazy. Like I went to a random like memorabilia store in Kennebunkport.
Yeah.
And they had like a bunch of like folklore signed albums, Midnight signed albums, like
people.
There's but also like I don't know if they can like 100% verify. I wonder if the things that they give away are like 100% verified, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I don't really know.
Obviously, like some things go through like the verification process, but like once like a signed album gets passed around a bunch of times, like you don't know if it's real or not.
Right.
So there's like certain companies, whatever, that do like the verification. So I wonder, maybe they work with the company. The Yak, did like did some stuff with a memorabilia company. Like that's how I got the folklore album.
I remember that. Actually, I remember them doing like a deal or like having a conversation about it.
Yeah,
interesting.
So maybe they know a guy.
Maybe they know a guy.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I'm now looking at their thing. They have a bunch of new games. The games they have right now up here are Mastermind, obviously. They also have Bracket Battle.
Yeah, they've had
like
that.
Fill out. Yeah, okay. Which I didn't know about that. And that's like song stuff.
And
Taylor
they have like
Trivia.
fun like quizzes.
Yeah, Taylor Trivia and Taylor Song Rankings. And their partners they have a partner that has to do with voting, Swifties voting.
Love.
They have the Swift Alert Shop. The Lucky One, which is a story for Swifties, Rose Blush, Swiftie Merch Shop, Taylor Time, Community App for Swifties, and Found Wonderland, another Swiftie merch store. So it seems like they've got a Swift Beat newsletter, which, oh shit, I should start my newsletter back up and slide mine in there. No offense, Swift Beat. But God, like it's just, there's a lot of, and Olivia is all over this.
Yeah,
She clearly knows these people well, whoever they are. But
interesting.
We'll have to ask her. But they definitely are like a small team of people that are doing their best to like keep it fun and not weird. And I think they do a really good job of not like feeding into the freaks so much online. Because they're always freaks, and keeping it fun. And so yeah. But I forget was that the main part of the question? Which was like, who are they? Is it Taylor? Oh yeah, no, it's not Taylor.
It's not Taylor. I
wish that it was. Yeah. But they're always thanking us for saying nice things about them.
Oh, that's nice of them. Love you, Swift Alert.
Love you, Swift Alert. You're the best.
Yay.
So yeah,
they're genius. Whoever it was is
so smart.
Genius.
That's whoever is working on that and is dealing with that. Like, you know what I do think though? I do think that Taylor's team, I'm positive, is aware about it, because it's everywhere. Like it's all over the streams. It's all over. Even some of the jargon that we come up with, like along the Swift Alert thing. Yeah. The like dancers sometimes use in their captions and stuff. So I think everybody is like
totally. I think so.
Will you read out loud possibly the one message that we got from
yes, I forgot about that. Yes,
in animation, perhaps.
Yes, I totally forgot about that. That's so funny.
Just quickly before we go.
Yes,
as a follow up,
we got this lovely DM.
So yeah, remember I think yesterday we were talking about animated movies, whatever.
Yeah,
and how
your Central Park course,
and my Central Park course movie that I really want to make, and I kind of said like, whoever, if you're in animation or whatever, reach out, and I was dead serious. But I did not expect to have a response.
We got this message.
Maybe don't say the name.
I won't say her name. Yeah. They even sent us their IMBD, which was very exciting. So they said, "Hi, Kelly and Gia. Just watched the latest Taylor Watch episode. Slay! I'm writing in because Kelly asked for someone in animation to reach out. So here I am, friends. My name is blank, and I am a huge Taylor Swift fan, and I've been working in animation since 2007. I started as a productions assistant on the Simpsons movie, and then went to Disney and worked on a few projects there, and then worked at Paramount, Sony, and now I've been at Skydance Animation for the last 6 years. I'm happy to chat with Kelly about her Central Park horror story. Feel free to message me here or reach out to me on socials. I'm blah, 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 everywhere. And if you'd like to check my IMDb so you can see I'm for real, here you go.
Which, first of all, that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted somebody that I can ask questions to. Like, I want to ask this girl questions. I want to ask and just see, like, what does it take? You know what I mean? Like, what's it take to make an animated movie? What's it take to get a little script in front of somebody? Like, what's going on? So, we'll keep you all posted on that. I'm just so excited because I feel like I've been saying, like, if anybody knows anybody in animation, I swear to God, for 5 years.
No, I know.
Like, I say it one time on Taylor Watch, and of course we have animation
come
Swifties.
Through.
Like,
the
of course,
Swifties always come
Swifties always
through,
come through.
and it's a beautiful thing.
The Swifties is like a better sorority than my sorority. Like, really.
Honestly,
no offense to Kappa Delta.
Yeah,
High
no
Point,
offense to
who
Kappa
are crushing
Theta.
it, by the way. Yeah,
yeah, I agree. Theta did a lot done. Theta got me my friend group,
of course.
Taylor Swift, then the Swifties.
It's our adult sorority.
Yeah, true.
Shout out to the Kappa Deltas at High Point, by the way, because whoever's doing their social right now is crushing it. Ooh. And it's looking like really fun and cute, and all the girls are looking fun and cute. And it's making me like jealous and bitter.
No,
yeah, it's the first time I've been jealous and bitter, but like they're crushing it and they are
me and
so
my
adorable.
friends
so, AOT
send
ladies.
stuff to each other all the time from our sorority Instagram because we got so dicked over because of COVID, whatever. But we still got to graduate. Like, we still had like our senior year. Mm-hmm. But the younger girls dicked us so hard with like all like the fun senior send-off stuff. Of course, didn't do anything for us. Aww. And now like we always see like all this cute fun things that they do for each other, and I'm like, and you're like, bitches.
Say whatever, bitches.
Yeah, whatever.
Listen, nothing is old news faster than the minute you graduate or the minute you're on the way out. They're like, it's like they don't want to get it. They don't want to get close.
Yeah, literally.
It's like being old is contagious all of a sudden. Like, get away from us. Like, we're holding on to our youth over here. It's like, fuck off.
Exactly.
But no. So thank you again to everyone who called in, send messages.
Yes, thanks, guys.
Even for things like that, like my animated horse thing. Because you can always count on the Swifties, and you guys are the best.
Totally.
We love all your questions and your thoughts and your DMs. So thank you again. Make sure that you today, Thursday, you have to, if you're wanting to bet alongside us with the DraftKings bets for our Draft Queens segment, make sure you get your bets in before the games start.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, I think, right?
Yeah. Make sure to tag us.
Tag us, please.
Repost anything if you guys
tag
are taking our bets. Yeah, tag DraftKings.
Hashtag Draft Queens.
Yes. Send it to your favorite Draft Queens. Get your other queens involved. Get your girly pops involved.
Get the girls involved. Get your men involved.
Get your men involved. Exactly. It'll be a fun thing for us. Hopefully at least one of our bets hit. Maybe.
I know. Fingers crossed. We'll be posting. How about this? We'll post to us like us. Oh, we're gonna be together. I forgot. We're gonna be together at that event at this.
Oh,
at the
yes.
event.
Oh, perfect.
So so then make sure you follow us on Taylor Watch, because we'll be posting our reactions to or at least for the Chiefs Ravens game.
Yes,
we'll be
Chiefs
together.
Game. Yep.
So we will
see you guys
next Tuesday.
Yep.
Bye. Love ya.
Love you.